Breaking news, the president is addressing the nation on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and the mainstream media that reported on this first, they claimed that it would be about Iran. That's right, I'm talking about Fox News and some other political observers. We assumed that it had to be about Iran, right? Well, it turns out there is reportage about what it's really about. And it is stunning, to say the very least. We're talking about newly found intelligence that shows the 2022 election was every bit as bad as we all thought it was. Now, before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at the Becker Brief. We have breaking news updates throughout the day and news and commentary, the most important news of the day delivered right to you. So go ahead and hit subscribe or notifications. We'd really appreciate it. So now on to the story. We have MS Now reporting, if you can use the word reporting about MS Now, but it was also picked up by CNBC. Now, CNBC reporting based on MS Now that President Donald Trump plans to claim in a speech Thursday that newly declassified intelligence reports that reveal a foreign nation's plans to interfere in the 2020 presidential election. Now, we all know about this. The Chinese were involved. The Russians were involved. So hopefully this is new intelligence. President Donald Trump will be joined by officials including CIA Director John Ratcliffe, Acting DNI Bill Pulte, FBI Director Kash Patel, and Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullins. Wow, that's quite a roster to deliver this news. Now, Trump earlier Monday afternoon announced on Truth Social that he will be making a speech to the nation on Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, they continue to claim that Joe Biden defeated him, and that is based on the final tally. But there's something that we need to point out about all of this, and that is certainly hundreds of thousands, if not millions of those ballots were invalid, and I'll tell you exactly why. That is because of the mass mail-in votes. Now, the mass mail-in votes had absentee ballots that were separated from their envelopes. And not only were a lot of those signatures missing or invalid, but there were illegal chain of custody like we saw in Georgia. And so we had a raid in Fulton County recently that showed that the FBI and also the other Department of Justice authorities seized ballots where there was no certification shown that they should have been counted in the election, and that includes absentee ballots. So there were a ton of mismatches in this Gateway Pundit related survey of Detroit ballots and envelopes, and they did a thorough investigation, and we're talking about tens of thousands. And yeah, of course, if you look at the state of Michigan, you would have to project out to the entire state of Michigan about what may have been all of the signature mismatches, those that either needed to be cured or were invalid. But this comes against the Department of Justice ramping up scrutiny of Michigan elections. And Harmeet Dillon, who is the Assistant U.S. Attorney General, of course, sent a letter to Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson last week, warning her that she should be criminally prosecuted if non-citizens vote in elections. And as we've said a number of times, 30 states have sued to protect themselves from the Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security. They're involved in a lawsuit with them, a tug of war, to prevent themselves from turning over their voter registration tallies to the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security for thorough vetting of non-citizens. So this has been a very strange thing, and it comes amid a Senator, Elisa Slotkin, giving the game away.
The other thing that we blocked yesterday was the SAVE Act, right? Which was to rig our democracy so that it would be hard for any Democrat in any state to win any election, and disenfranchise all married women in the meantime, by the way. It just, you have to show your birth certificate at the polls if you have a married name.
That's right. She said that if the Save America Act were put into place, if it became a law, well, Democrats might lose a lot of states. Well, why would that be? Senator Slotkin, could it be because non-citizens and other invalid voters are being counted in the elections? No, that couldn't be, right?